The importance of teaching a local culture curriculum. The importance of teaching a local culture curriculum. Many cultures and individuals of our world have long supported the notion that in order for a people or a society to progress, its members must provide and or seek its history, become knowledgeable of it to the point of recall, and be able to apply such knowledge to alleviate, prevent, diminish, or obliterate any problems that will come or to be anticipated. The Akan ethnic group of Ghana provide meaning to this concept, which is defined as Sankofa, promoting that in order for one to move forward or progress in life, one must first look back. Everything in life and in death has and had a history, whether that be a hawk, one's hometown, or a human being. Moreover, every course of study, whether it be a course on barbering, a study of environmental law, or a hobby such as stamp collecting, has a past study. History is inevitable and therefore is vital. It is why it was chosen as one of the primary academic disciplines of a common liberal arts curriculum. All studies of historical places are vital to one's understanding of one's identity, whether that understanding refers back to one's country, one's region, or one's state. More so if an individual is reared in a certain place and not merely born there. Though one's birthplace can provide significant details as to why one's parents or foreparents arrived, settled, or were transient in a particular place for an indefinite period, it is still of most importance that one has adequate insight of his or her own identity or sense of identity, and a sense of place in the environment that is most immediate to him or her. In our states, those places comprise of one's region within one state. If the state is large enough to have regions that are geographically, politically, economically, and therefore socially distinct from other regions of the particular state. In addition, one's county, one's city, and one's micro-social environments that define more minute distinctions of one's identity when the social scientist or common George Jane examines more closely is of more importance. For example, a citizen who drinks socially is going to be largely affected by how he or she buys and consumes alcohol based upon the political and social climate of his or her county. Or one's income can dramatically increase or decrease in regard to the tax basis of his municipality or his county rather than his state. When we define ourselves by our nationality or by our state of residence, that aspect of our identity becomes obscure, for that sense of place is too large to describe who we are individually or personally, or if we define ourselves in such a way as a group. A Jacksonian, being an urbanite, is not going to have the same experience as a resident of the Mississippi Delta, which is primarily rural, or as one who lives in one of the 3 coastal counties, even though all of them are all Mississippians. As social scientists and educators, we have a responsibility to foster and provide our students with instruction that contribute to the formation and growth of them as scholars, but more importantly, world citizens, and most importantly, humans, for the progression of a more well-balanced, well-educated, equitable, free, productive, and sustainable society is needed. If societal and individual ills are to be reduced, it is the task of the social studies teacher, no matter what discipline is being taught, to accommodate the student, because it is the vocation that we chose to commit a fraction of our time to. Because social and individual stress have increased and or have been replaced by new social and personal hardships from the last century, reveals to a small degree that we have taken a resigned position rather than a proactive stance to reduce such crises as crime, bullying, or miseducation from all spatial geographical forms, but especially urban centers. According to the results of the 2018-19 Mississippi Academic Assessment Program, or MAP, regarding U.S. history, which is taken generally as a course during a student's junior year of high school, only 23% of all Mississippi school districts had students that mastered this state exam, proficiently, or at level 3 out of the 4 scoring ranges. One perspective that is attributable to this is that many Mississippi students are not receiving adequate social instruction or social studies instruction prior to their years of high school, as language arts and math skills require and take precedence over the social sciences. Moreover, at the high school level, low American history test scores could also be connected to the idea that some administrative bodies of school districts only regard its U.S. history teachers as the primary responsible party from which all social science strands, competencies, objectives, and concepts are to be mastered. That is, that many school districts do not hold value to all other social science courses, especially those courses that foster the construction of skills and concepts necessary to not only achieve proficient scoring of the state exam, but to also apply and activate that knowledge to past and current social, economic, political, and environmental conditions of the country, or to anticipate and prepare for potential pitfalls regarding those perspectives. Therefore, for the reasons aforementioned, it is vital to compose and carry our local culture curricula for each state's county